So, into our next section here, we have upcoming and current releases. And man, there's been some cool stuff from some big names in the scene. It's pretty great that we just keep getting blessed with so much interesting music. The first thing I'm going to talk about today is from an artist I particularly love, and I love to talk about this artist because they make such cool and interesting music. And that artist is Dan Mason, who self-released his album I'll Be Alright on May 13th on his Bandcamp, and of course it was across all streaming services. So Dan has been exploring the intersection of vaporwave, chillwave, and emo for a few albums over the past couple of years, and he's interspersed this with the Electric Elevator series and other projects under other names like Ghost Enterprises. And as we all know, he's kind of the progenitor of the term Vaporwave 2, even if he didn't actually invent the subgenre himself. But this album definitely falls into that Vaporwave 2 and emo Vaporwave crossover category, which really appeals to someone like me who comes from the emo and indie world. And we have some beautiful artwork by B. Fanti. The songs have original instrumentation by Dan, and he's using a chillwave inspired palette with math rock and emo inspired rhythms and melodies. So some songs have really cool time signature changes as well as odd time signatures, not something we usually hear in vaporwave unless it's a weird sample chop. And these aren't weird sample chops, they feel very natural, which is so sweet. I really wish Dan could get this kind of music into the ears of people in the DIY emo scene, because for the past 4 years, there's been this niche of people in that community advocating for the use of this term and I guess the organizing idea of fifth wave emo, which would be a new wave of emo that fuses other genres with emo. So the emo that they're fusing it with, to get even more specific and silly here, there's already been, a couple waves of emo, and there's Midwest emo, and then that pop mall rock emo, which is second and third wave. So they're creating music with distinct sonic palettes that pull from both rock-based emo music and stuff like electronic music, folk music, or for instance, in the case of a band like Hey ILY, vaporwave. So in addition to Dan's album, I'm also going to recommend you check out an album that came out last year by the band Hey ILY, and it came out on Lonely Ghost Records, and it fuses some elements of vaporwave into that twinkly mid-fi math rock and power pop sound that's really big in the emo world. The album they released is called Psychokinetic Love Songs, and the way the band usually spells their name is Hey ILY. I pronounced it Hey I Love You, but it's Hey ILY. So you can go check out their Bandcamp, heyilyband.bandcamp.com. If you're looking for more fifth wave emo bands that kind of have a vapor connection, check out Glass Beach. So they had Skylar Spence do a remix of Rat Castle for their Alchemist Rats Beg Bashful remix compilation. So I don't know what kind of connection is there between Glass Beach and Skylar Spence, but whatever it is, I like it, and I want to book them on a show together, because I actually booked Glass Beach on a show right before the pandemic, and they were super nice people, and I've known some of the people in that band for years, going back into the LA chiptune scene. So, cool band to check out as well. Next release.